This is Cougar News.
Hello and good evening. Welcome to tonight's edition of Cougar Newsbrief. Here's what's going on. College of the Canyons Veterans Resource Center is here to help you achieve your goals. Before Veterans Day began, the Veterans Resource Center held a pre-Veterans Day information fair. Josh Thomas has more.
Publicity is the best. Publicity is most needed.
This is the Veteran Resource Center pre-Veterans Day Information Fair. Our primary responsibility is to assist veteran students in receiving education benefits to attend here at College of the Canyons.
We offer two degree programs, two bachelor's degree through College of the Canyons, the University Center, and they are communications and sociology.
College of the Canyons brings together veterans and non-veterans to help them get the opportunities that COC offers.
For what I see, it's an awesome event. I believe there has to be more involvement so that our veterans get to know more about what we can offer to them.
And yet, we have about 23 vendors who are organizations that are here who are assisting students, everyone from UCLA to CSU Bakersfield to a number of different organizations that help veterans get jobs, homeless veterans, everything in between.
Many colleges offer different opportunities to vets, but what about COC?
We try our best to make veterans know of all the different organizations that are available on campus, things like financial aid, admissions and records counseling, a bunch of different stuff like that. So it's the Resource Center is for veteran students to come by, and anytime they need assistance, we're here to help them.
With all the events COC has to offer, this is one of the coolest. If you are a vet, stop by the Veterans Resource Center for more information to learn how COC can help you. For Cougar News, I'm Josh Thomas.
This week's forecast previewed lows in the 50s to around highs in the 80s. With warm temperatures heading into mid-November, dogs left in cars can be in trouble. A new law can change this. Soon, anyone in California will have the right to rescue animals. If a furry friend is locked inside a hot vehicle and appears to be in danger, a person will have legal immunity to safely remove the animal.
The Right to Rescue Act, this law is something that's in effect in many other states, but starting in January 2017, it will also be effective in California.
Before breaking any windows, the act, also known as AB 797, states to follow specific procedures.
If it's a hot summer day and you see an animal that is clearly in distress in a car, the first step is you need to call 911. You need to either call your the regular non-emergency line, call animal control, make your notifications first so that you will be covered from any criminal prosecution.
What kind of symptoms can animals, in this case a dog, face when locked inside a car? A doctor of the Castaic Animal Shelter explains.
The important thing is that the dehydration is not why dogs die in cars. It's usually heat stress. And that can happen anywhere in 10 to 15 minutes depending on the temperature. If it's over 90 degrees, it can happen in less than 10 minutes.
I took it upon myself to test out the temperatures. Currently, a thermometer is marking it as 80 degrees outside. We took it inside a closed car with sealed windows to see how hot it can get within just 10 minutes. By the end, the temperature had increased by 16 degrees, reaching 96 and going. According to PETA organization, on a 78-degree day, temperatures can rise between 100 to 120 degrees. Miller shares she has received positive responses about the act, but it does hold concerns.
But the one thing that we're concerned about as law enforcement, that people do realize that there are steps to take still.
To follow proper steps, visit leagueinfo.legislature.ca.gov. Under bill information, search AB 797 to see the list of steps. For Cougar News, I'm Briseida Holguin. And when we come back, COC holds a workshop for students who have undecided majors. Also, Assemblyman-elect Dante Acosta once again makes headlines. Stay tuned.
College of the Canyons creates possibilities.
It's a gateway to opportunities.
A place where students learn they can believe in themselves.
Behind every possibility at College of the Canyons are the people.
Together we focus on achieving success, one student at a time. That focus is a reflection of what we value.
It defines who we are.
We are. We are.
We are College of the Canyons.
There continues to be buzz about the 38th District, specifically Assemblyman-elect Dante Acosta. This time around, Acosta is being sued for defamation of character. The lawsuit was filed by Jennifer Van Laar, a former campaign manager for Jared DeGagna. The case is a civil defamation lawsuit based on Acosta's response to Van Laar's sexual harassment accusation against him. According to the statements in the lawsuit, Acosta implied Van Laar is a liar and is dishonest. Acosta has commented, saying, "I understand that a suit has been filed. I have not been served, and I don't think there are any grounds for her claims." The hearing is set for March of 2017. Feeling undecided about what career you would enjoy doing for the rest of your life? Here's Sade Easterling with the story.
Assessments are tools for you to use to get information about yourself.
Currently undecided about your major? No need to worry. All your resources are here on campus.
Because then the results are not going to tell you what you... One of the undecided major orientation workshops that I give, it's not just me, other career advisors also give them throughout the week. They're offered in fall, they're offered in spring, and really it's an orientation. So it's not designed to take you through the entire process of choosing a major or an occupation. It is designed to give you the resources and kind of the resource steps.
Even if your journey takes quite a while.
I mean, people have been working on this process individually for months, years sometimes, trying to decide, what do I want to do? What do I want my major to be? What do I want my occupation to be? And in an hour, they're not going to decide. But if I can give the tools and the resources, and I should say we, because it's more than just me as a career advisor, if we can provide you with the tools and the resources so that you can take the steps outlined in here and make that decision at some point in the future, then we've done kind of our part, if you will. We've been your guide and given you the resources. And it's not just us. So there are other workshops on campus other than just this one. There's the My Majors workshops that are also done in the fall and the spring. The ones for fall, since it's mid-November, are just about over. But the My Majors workshops is another hour done by a counselor that goes in depth into that major and the different things that you can do with a degree in that major, the different sort of routes you can take.
For more information about career workshops on campus, visit canyons.edu, go to Job and Career Center, click the tab Event Workshops, and then hit My Major Workshops. For Cougar News, I'm Sade Easterling.
Calvin Charles Lynch, a Canyon countryman, was sentenced to 27 years and 8 months in prison. This after an altercation with 4 sheriff deputies who responded to a domestic violence call. Deputies found Lynch barricaded inside his apartment bedroom with his wife and 2 children. Lynch was armed with a butcher knife. He was given the maximum penalty. Spirituality and creativity came together early last month near the Las Vegas Strip. And as our Andrew Kelly tells us, the Rise Festival is one of a kind.
This past October, 10,000 participants came to see the annual Rise Festival, which takes place 35 miles northeast of Las Vegas.
Each of us, we all have our own reasons that we come to Rise. You know, for some of you, you might be coming here because, well, you came here to heal. Some of you may have come because you're letting go of sorrow. Some of you are here to celebrate. But whatever your reason is, we're excited that you're with us. It's our belief here at Rise that love, joy, and optimism it can be a part of your life, but not just in your brightest days, but your darkest days as well.
In the middle of the desert, attendees released thousands of lanterns into the night sky in unison, letting go of emotions and creating a spectacular show. Over the 2-hour event, nearly 20,000 lanterns are lit and released into the night sky. To ensure minimal pollution, the lanterns are made of biodegradable paper, and a cleanup crew is employed to pick up the next day.
You know, Rise is about each of you. Rise is about your individual journey. Rise is about your experience with your lantern. And tonight, we want our environment to lift and to inspire all of you.
I felt like I was flying myself. Yeah, I felt like I was there.
Reporting for Cougar News, I'm Andrew Kelly.
Earlier last month, a new soccer facility opened at COC. It is going to be used by both our COC athletes and by the community. Taylor Enns tells us more.
1, 2, 3. While we're there.
On October 18th, the College of the Canyons Athletics Department unveiled a new state-of-the-art soccer facility that is not only for the use of athletes here at COC, but for all of the Santa Clarita Valley community.
I raised my kids in this community. I know what that means. And I coached youth sports, and my parents coached youth sports. So it's a big commitment for me. Finding practice facilities in the Santa Clarita Valley was horrible. I mean, it was just, we had nowhere to go.
Player safety was a big priority when planning for the new facility, and COC Athletic Director Chuck Lyons tells us why it's important for COC to have such high-quality facilities.
At this college, it's important. It's important. Player safety is important. Community safety is important. Jim Shiragi and facilities does a great job and understands what athletic fields are supposed to look like, or gyms, or whatever it is, and a campus in general. Look at our campus. It's gorgeous.
So what's next for COC Athletics? With the passing of Measure E, Lyons hopes that the West PE gym can get an upgrade after nearly 30 years of going nearly untouched.
The next big project is the gym, is the competition gym. We need a new floor. We need a new floor, and we just need to go through that. We probably haven't touched it in over 30 years. Bleachers, floor, lighting. As you know, we passed Measure E in modernization facilities, and that's in our modernization plan.
Reporting for Cougar News, I'm Taylor Enns.
And that's it for this edition of tonight's Cougar Newsbrief. I'm Briseida Holguin. Don't forget to visit us on our website at cougarnews.com and follow us on social media. Have a good night.